Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you read the description, you know what this is all about. Get up in the morning, start up your Prius, put about, 20 feet, the ICE engine kicked in, and you woke up the entire neighborhood. Who would have thought a 1.5 liter engine could make that much noise? The smallest car on the block making more noise than anything else out there. Well, someone decided to borrow the Catalytic converter off of this one. I'm quite sure if you're watching this, they probably borrowed yours too. So I'm going to replace it. I got a couple of quotes. I did not like the price. You probably did the same thing. Didn't like the price. But I did find one on eBay and one at Amazon. They're roughly 140 bucks. It's a slip-on direct replacement for Priuses. But I guess it depends on the emission standards in your state. I don't think this will work in California, but here we can probably get away with it. They did also take my O2 sensor, just ripped them out of the car, so I had to add one of those in too. So for approximately $180 and about, give or take, hour and a half of time, not even, you have your car back to normal. But that might not work again. They're just waiting for you to put another one on there so they can come get that one too. So I invested in basically a Catalytic converter guard. I should do a little bit more research on it. I got the $160 version. It doesn't cover all the vital areas, so I'm going to kind of make it more secure than what it is now. So I'm going to walk you through this, and hopefully we can get all this done. Okay, it's time to take the remains down on what used to be my Catalytic converter. As you can see, the cut was made from the bottom, probably right through here, on up and in. Then they cut it here in the back. They took my oxygen sensor also, which was ripped out the floor. There's a hole up here somewhere. Oh, right here. You have to go inside the car and pull the carpet back. See the connector. My connector's intact. Glad of that. I don't want to have to rewire that. But I got the bolts soaking in penetrating oil, so hopefully they will come right out. Let's get started. This is the original flange. Let's go look at the replacement. Alright, this is the replacement cat, or cats. You can pick these up off of eBay, Amazon. You can pretty much use these anywhere except for California. Oh, it does have a number on it, but who knows. But this is going to suit my purposes and get me back on the road. Okay, in order to make more room to get the pipe in, it's going to slip right over here, over the piece they cut off. I don't think I have to trim it, but it's going to slip over this. But I have to take the resonator down or slide it back just a little bit in order to make room for this pipe to fit over it. So I sprayed the rubber ends with WD-40 and used some channel locks, these guys right here. Put it behind and pried it forward to get to the point where it's at now, where I can just slide it off by hand. That's one side. That's the other side. Okay. Now it's down and it's resting on this cross member. And that should give me enough room to slide the new pipe on. Let's see what happens. Okay. I just slipped it on. Put the hangers back up somewhat until I get everything else aligned. Pretty much where I want it. Just gotta do some finagling, get it lined up. Get this bung out too, so I can get the oxygen sensor in. Okay. O2 sensor goes in through the passenger footwell floor right here. So in order to get to this, you have to pull the carpet back. In order to pull the carpet back, it'll be easy to remove this little panel. You just grab it, it pulls right down. And that lets you pull the carpet back a little bit easier. Then the oxygen sensor just drops down through the hole. I'll secure it once I'm done down below. Alright, we got it bolted up. Oxygen sensor's in, let's got to secure it from the top. Come back and put the clamp on here. Then we'll go from there. You're going to start this thing up, see how quiet it is. Well, this is the finished product. It just slips over your old resonator. You don't have to make any cuts at all. It just slips over. You put the pipe clamp on, tighten it up, and it gives you the seal. It goes up and it bolts right into where your original cap was. Attach your O2 sensor. It goes into the floor right here. I'll show you later how to plug it in. I got lucky. I'm living in the Rust Belt. Those two bolts came right off the manifold. Although I did soak them a little bit, they came right out. So the new ones went right back in. I did not change the donut. It actually stayed with the car. Everything tightened up, started up, quiet as a mouse. Now it's time to put the guard on to prevent them from doing this again. This is where I put the wire mesh. This is more so just to slow them down. That's all it's going to do. It's not going to prevent them from taking it. But if they got it jacked up, say as high as I got this car in the air right now, in order to get up in here and get access to cut the pipe, they're going to have to get this out of the way. In order to get this out of the way, you're going to have to bend it down, which puts it more in your way. Even if you bend it down, you slip around that way, it's just going to slow you down more. It's not only going to bend so far. I got it set so it's like bend right here. It's going to give you all kind of hell trying to get it out. And the cat guard is going to go from frame to frame. It's going to stop roughly around right here. And this is also why I won't have the other guard. So even if you do cut it up there, you won't be able to slide the catalytic converters out. Okay. Alright. The cat shield is installed. There's no way to cut this cat out the traditional way. I mean, you still can. You can go through this mesh, which would be difficult. More just to add more time to the job. But this should be enough deterrent right here to stop anybody. Now, I'm also going to add this in case they do get through the other side and cut it. And they cut it here. I'll make it so that they still can't slide it out. I'll show you that in a second. The red bracket I put in is to prevent someone from pulling the cat out the back if they did manage to get it cut up front. In order to get a grip on it and pull it out, you have to cut this resonator in half. Right around here. If I use these ears as a grip to try to pull the catalytic converter out. But with these braces up here, which are riveted and screwed into the cat guard, which is attached to the chassis, they're going to be pulling on the chassis itself, which is going to be supported by some type of crazy jack. No jack stands involved with these guys, they just use a jack. If they yank on this hard enough trying to pull this cat out, that jack may fail. If that jack fails, they fail. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Let's start her up, see how she sounds. Nice and quiet. Alright, let's see about taking off this check engine light. Oh, that's not good. Shouldn't be nothing pending. Let's erase them. Start up, let's get some heat. On. Power on. All right.